When you're searching for a new home or moving into a new area, it can be frustrating because you really don't know exactly what it's like living in that particular area. You're wondering what the homes are like, what the neighbors are like, what there is to do, how to get from place to place, and it can be overwhelming. So in this video, I'm going to take you on a deep dive into an area of Melbourne called Viera. This is a popular area with a lot to show and tell, so stay tuned. Hey, what's up guys? Chris von Lunen here, licensed realtor in Melbourne, Florida. On this channel I do videos about what it's like living in Melbourne, Florida, insider information about what there is to do, and neighborhood deep dive videos just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, and hey, at any time during this video, check out show notes and links in the description below. I'll list all the things I've covered in this video as well as some bonus stuff too. This video is part one of a multi-part series where I sort of follow Viera's development path from the original entrance of Viera at the corner of Wickham Road and Morell Road, and then I sort of follow the path Viera took, building out Viera East and then moving on to where things are now in Viera West. I personally live in Viera, and I've specialized in Viera ever since I began my real estate career. In this video, I take a deep dive into the neighborhoods, parks, schools, and surrounding businesses, so it should be helpful if you're coming in from outside the area, or even if you're already living in the Melbourne area. I'll link up in the YouTube cards the next videos in the series to help you follow the path I'm taking through the development of Viera. Okay, let's get into it. So for the first part in this series, I'm going to begin by sort of following Viera's development path beginning in the early 1990s at the original entrance to Viera East at the intersection of Wickham Road and Morell Road, and then follow how Viera built out Viera East and then move on to where things are now in Viera West. I'll link up in the YouTube card the next videos in the series so you can follow the path I'm taking. And actually, I just put together a few brand new community information guides that you can grab for free, where I list out everything I'm covering in this video, plus some additional information about the neighborhoods I've covered. I'll link to those in the description below. So, starting this tour from the original entrance to Viera East at the intersection of Wickham Road and Morell Road, we only need to travel north a short distance to arrive at the first community on our tour, which is that of Hammock Lakes. Built out from 1992 through 1994, Hammock Lakes was the first neighborhood developed in Viera. It's a non-gated, deed-restricted community with 125 single-family homes built by holiday builders. Standard lots in Hammock Lakes tend to run around 60 feet wide by 110 feet deep and mesh beautifully around two lakes and a wildlife sanctuary. Over half the homes enjoy spectacular water views or the peace and privacy of a 30-acre wildlife sanctuary along the north side of the neighborhood. Homes range in size from about 1,100 square feet to over 2,100 square feet with one-story and two-story options. Some homes are a frame construction while others are concrete block. About one-third of the homes in Hammock Lakes have their own private in-ground pools, while others situated on one of the lakes or wildlife sanctuary have plenty of room to add one. In fact, many of the homes that border the wildlife sanctuary have extraordinary open backyard spaces and views due to easements along the sanctuary. Residents in Hammock Lakes enjoy many things about the community. For example, every street in the neighborhood ends in a cul-de-sac, and most of the streets are fairly short. In fact, Privet Court only has 7 homes, and Willow Court only has 13. These short streets create a nice, cozy feeling, and with minimal traffic, they're great for kids. Something else you'll notice about Hammock Lakes is how mature the trees are. Since the neighborhood was developed in the early 1990s, the trees and landscaping are more mature than what you'll find in the newer parts of Viera. And just a short walk away from any home in the neighborhood is Hammock Lake's own private park. Just across the lake, and within walking distance of Hammock Lake's private park, is another park called Woodside Park. Woodside Park is actually maintained by Viera and is also cloaked by towering oaks and includes a sprawling grassy field that's perfect for kids and pets. There's a commercial playset, covered patio, tables, and restrooms. An open area at the south end of the park is perfect for bounce house parties or community movies under the stars. On the west side of Woodside Park is a 30-acre wildlife sanctuary where you'll find a nice wide walking path. The path hugs the edge of the sanctuary and peacefully meanders through Hammock Lakes while also connecting to other neighborhoods next door. Next, I'm going to introduce you to Hammock Lake's sister community called Hammock Trace. Developed from about 1993 through 1997, Hammock Trace is a non-gated, deed-restricted community with 192 single-family homes also built by holiday builders. Lots in Hammock Trace tend to run about 50 feet wide and typically about 110 feet deep. About 1/4 of the homes in this neighborhood enjoy spectacular water views, while most others include privacy-fenced backyards. Some homes are a frame construction while others are concrete block, and they range in size from about 1,200 square feet to just under 2,000 square feet. There are single-story and two-story models with 3- and 4-bedroom options. Hammock Trace has access to natural gas lines, and many homes in the community are already plumbed for natural gas. Most of the homes in Hammock Trace don't have private pools, but instead enjoy access to the community pool located near the neighborhood's main entrance at Morrell Road. On any given day, you'll find residents enjoying the Hammock Trace private community pool overlooking a beautiful, serene pond. The pool area is complete with covered patio, lounge chairs, and restrooms, and with only 192 homes in Hammock Trace, the pool area is fairly exclusive. Okay, leaving Hammock Trace and Hammock Lakes and heading north takes us to a community on the east side called Fawn Ridge. Fawn Ridge is a non-gated neighborhood with 147 single-family homes built in the early 1990s by Miranda Homes. Lots in Fawn Ridge tend to be around 50 feet wide by 110 feet deep and were nicely developed around 3 lakes and a wildlife sanctuary. About half the homes in this neighborhood enjoy sparkling water views from the lakes along the south side of the community, or peaceful views of the wildlife sanctuary along the north side of the neighborhood. Homes range in size from about 1,200 square feet to over 1,800 square feet with 3- and 4-bedroom options. All homes in the neighborhood are single-story with 2-car garages. Some are frame construction and some are concrete block. About 1/4 of the homes in Fawn Ridge have their own private in-ground pools. Fawn Ridge has underground natural gas lines, and most homes in the community are already plumbed for natural gas. Something kind of special about Fawn Ridge is that it's tucked away from the roadside, so it seems particularly peaceful. On any given day, you'll find residents strolling along the sidewalks or enjoying the Fawn Ridge Private Park located near the community's entrance. Okay, that's about as far as we're going to be able to travel during this tour, but before we go, let's talk about schools, churches, and healthcare facilities near this part of Viera East. Families with children will find all 3 of these communities particularly attractive as they are located in one of Brevard County's highest rated school districts. I'll link up to some more information in the description below so you can see exactly which schools these 3 communities are zoned for at the time you're watching this video. There are several churches near this part of Viera East, including Prince of Peace Church, Faith Viera Lutheran Church, and Church at Viera, just to name a few. Okay, just across Morrell Road from the Hammock Trace and Hammock Lakes main entrance is the Spyglass Medical Park, including Viera Medical Center, Surgery Center of Viera, Millennium Medical, and Wusthof Specialty Physicians. Less than 1 mile west is the state-of-the-art Viera Health Park, a 76,000 square foot medical plaza and home to Health First's 100-bed Viera Hospital and a Pro Health Fitness Center. And for a little extra peace of mind, there's even a fire department just across the street. Brevard County's station number 47 is right across the street from Hammock Trace's main entrance on Morrell Road. Nice to have when every second counts. And what is there to do from this southern part of Viera East? Well, within walking distance of these 3 communities, there are several large-scale restaurants, including Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Sonny's Barbecue, Bob Evans, and a Chick-fil-A. Hop on a bike, and within just a few minutes, you can be to several local independent restaurants like Metro Diner, Amici's Italian Restaurant, and Toyo Asian Cuisine. Golf enthusiasts will enjoy fairly close proximity to Viera East Golf Club. The course includes a practice facility, multi-location driving range, and a large putting green. I'll link up to Viera East Golf Club in the description below. And finally, a few of the larger scale things to do that are just a short drive from this part of Viera are the Brevard Zoo, which includes Treetop Trek for climbing and zip lining, the Avenue at Viera for shopping and more eateries, and the Viera Regional Park, where local athletic leagues practice and play. Those are just a few things you can get to in like 3 minutes by car. Of course, a short drive east lands you on 72 miles of pristine Atlantic Ocean beaches, and just a few miles to the north is Port Canaveral, one of the busiest cruise ports in the world, and home base to ships from Disney Cruise Lines, Carnival Cruises, Royal Caribbean, Holland America, and more. Head west, and in just about an hour's drive, you'll be in the heart of Orlando area theme parks like Disney World, SeaWorld, and Universal Studios. And that's really just scratching the surface with a few things to do that are just a stone's throw away. I'll link up to some other things to do in the description below, and I'll be getting into more details about other things to do in other videos, so be sure to subscribe so you get details on all that too. Oh, and by the way, if you're curious about the prices of homes in these neighborhoods that I've shown you, the best thing to do is just visit my website. Home prices change over time, and if I call out the current prices of homes in these neighborhoods, it may not be accurate at the time you're watching this video. The easiest thing to do is just go to my website and then go right to the links for these neighborhoods. You'll instantly see whatever is for sale or under contract at today's current prices, and you can even go download the community information guides that I mentioned earlier. So that pretty much covers it, right? We took a look at 3 of the first neighborhoods developed in Viera East. We looked at their amenities, nearby parks. We talked about schools and health facilities. We touched a bit on some restaurants and things to do within walking distance. But there's so much more to do in Viera. There's so much more to cover about Viera and the Melbourne area, and I'll get into that in other videos. And there's a lot of other neighborhoods to check out in Viera East, and so that's going to be parts 2, 3, and 4 of this series. I'll take a deep dive into other neighborhoods within Viera East, and then there will be other videos covering all the other areas in Viera as well. So check out the whole series, and remember you can actually download detailed community information guides for each of the neighborhoods I covered in this series, including community maps, original builder floor plans, quick view destination charts, and other details about each community. So grab those for free. I'll link to those in the description below. And if you have any questions about Viera, feel free to reach out to me. Call, text, email, look for me on social media, whichever you prefer, I'll be happy to help you. Question of the day: what do you want to know most about what it's like living in Viera? And hey, if you're already living in Viera, what do you like best about it? You might know something about Viera East and be able to add value to everyone watching this video. So let me know in the comments section below. Smash that like button if you got value from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.